All right. You liked the Big E in the past, but now it just doesn't feel as good to you. You prefer Saipan? I think the Enterprise feels weak to me. She's hyper specialized into the rockets, so if the rockets can really fuck some stuff up, then you can really fuck some stuff up. But if the rockets can't really fuck some stuff up, then you have the same torps the Lexington had, and then you have bombs that are inconsistent. But you do have a better, fighter consumable, and I think your regen rates are better, although I think you have less health than what the Lexington planes are. And then, of course, it has the old style of reticle where you can cut 90-degree turns and stuff on attack, which is great.
Fighter airborne.
See you, Lord Admiral. Leon. Isn't that new?
Fighter airborne.
It's pretty low to the water. Ooh, I don't know if I do this. Pop the engine boost. That's gonna hurt. This should probably be a kill shot because he's just going straight, so straight back to port. Straight out of Compton. Right. So I know, obligatory, he had fun meme, but he went straight. He didn't use any teammates for support. I don't even know if the Leon has smoke because I don't really know what the ship is. So yeah, he got wrecked. It's fun for sure. Yeah, well, he obviously didn't know how to play. He obviously didn't know how to play against a CV or rocket planes because he didn't turn, he didn't attempt to mitigate, he didn't use smoke, he didn't do anything. He just kind of went forward and got shot a lot. But that's victim blaming. Yes, but this is a game with play and counterplay. He did no counterplay. But there's no counter. Yes, there is. I just described the things he could have done to counter it. And that's the reason the Enterprise was removed? Because of this? No, this isn't why the Enterprise was removed. The Enterprise was removed because in patch 8.4, an attempt to bring carrier capabilities down, they slowed planes down. And part of the limiting factor of what the Enterprise was at the time was having slow planes. So when that became not a limiting factor anymore, she overperformed relative to where she was previously, so they simply removed her. Because she was an outlier, a premium, and they didn't think they could adjust her, I guess. But you can do what I just did in the Shikaku. So, yeah. Has nothing to do with the fact that the Enterprise can do it, because you could literally do it on other ships. And the Shikaku has not been removed. Strike the Nuremberg, I guess. Like, did you request this ship so you could hate watch it, Bonnie? Because if you're gonna do that, I have no interest in, like, doing that.
Destination reached.
Who cares if Shikaku doesn't have 45-second regen? It can do the same thing. This is heavily specialized in rockets. It's what it does. Let's see if we can do something about these. Sure, he turns out. Shikaku, I don't know what the lull was for. You always get wrecked by it, so you wanted to see how to counter it? Ah. So basically, the rocket planes on the Enterprise are going to be similar to how German rocket planes feel. They can cut the 90-degree turns that German rocket planes can. They have a similar attack pattern to what they do, but they don't have AP rockets, they have HE rockets. So you can bow in or ass in to German rocket planes. You can turn, you can mitigate, you can do all the same shit that you could do against German rockets or Parzival or whatever. The problem with the Enterprise is she comes out in waves of 12, which is a lot. It's a lot to cut through. It's a lot of base health. But you can still maneuver against it. And her rockets are weaker, if I remember correctly, pound for pound, as opposed to what the Lexington throws. Ugh, God, these bombs. The Lexington, I think, has better pen as well as better damage, as well as faster rockets, so you don't have to lead as much. So something else you can do against an Enterprise is speed juke. Because if the Enterprise leads you expecting you to do X, but you instead speed up or slow down doing Y, you can cause the rocket aim to be off. As far as torps, the torps are literally like the same thing as the Lexington, so they're just torps. And then the bombs are really chaotic. The reticle is very large, and the pen is not great. Some things are still going to be weak enough that they're going to get penned, but there's a lot of chaos to it. If you're down tiered, the ships will be smaller, which means they're even smaller in regards to what the reticle would show. So it's even less likely you're going to hit. But higher tier ships, being larger, are more likely to get hit by the bombs. Maybe one? I didn't lead that very well. Can I maybe drop this? Drop the heel. Try to bomb the Roma, maybe? They seem to be having issues with it.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Your problem is the rockets. Well, the rockets are very mobile, and they're basically like German rockets, so treat them like German AP rockets, and you mitigate by positioning. Similarly, if you don't want to be struck, if you don't want to be citadeled by German rockets, you typically want to be like, if you could take a position here and there's a battleship out in the open water, the battleship being in the open water is going to cock block the line to strike you. Could they still strike you? Yes, they could still strike you, maybe, depending on what the AA is. But it's going to force a lot more plane loss in order to strike you, meaning that it's likely they just strike something else. They look for a different target rather than blowing all the resources to just try and get it done regardless. Yeah, this reticle is pretty large. The Parzival, I would agree, the Parzival is going to be more... I guess we don't drop, we just lose these planes. And then we go in on the Strasbourg. So maybe we'll be able to get a hit on this. I think the Strasbourg is also fairly lean. Strasbourg pops a fighter, but we're not going to be there that long. We lose, well, 2 planes on this drop, I think. Whiff! Yeah, sexy. So we'll swap to Torps trying to deal with battleships. Parzival may be stronger in AP, but she's too high skill for you at the moment. Well, unfortunately with the Enterprise, the bombs are... I mean, even if you play skillfully, they could still just... Nah. Don't care. They'll just miss. Or not pen, or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, it might have a lower skill component, but... I don't know if that's a good thing. Because, like, if you just can't make it do anything, that sucks. Strasbourg, what, reverses here? Aim with the center 2 torps. This will get a better angle, I think.
Designated target.
Do we lose this or what? This feels pretty awkward. We did get the 1.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I should have fightered him. Not that it would have mattered. No, because he actually can strike multiple times. Against New Mexico with terrible AA. I might be able to kill the Strasbourg, then the Nuremberg. Jesus. Fuck off. Do we even get to go in on this? I don't know if we do. Fighter latches. Daka daka daka. Please.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Alright, so the cruiser went down. I think we have to torp into the Amagi now. Speaking of, I need to move up.
Fighter airborne.
Well, really, do I need to move up? Because if I do, I just get Shrek'd. This thing is... Saipan is like held together with sticks and duct tape. Okay. Enterprise. Enterprise is not held together with sticks and duct tape. I'm already forgetting what CV I'm in. Ugh. So, we lose some planes and we eat the fighter, but I need to get the drop. We gotta do something here. It's a stalemate at the moment. It'd be really nice if we could, Flood? Does the flood stick? Flood is down. Huggy damage conned. At least they're both high health, which is nice. I don't think I can Citadel and Amagi. Citadel Bayern. Do we have any torps coming back? Do we just lose all of it? Rocket planes. Fuck. Are you seriously just reversing? Yep. That's all he's gonna do. Shooting us or the New Mexico? Shooting the New Mexico. Please, bomb, stop fucking failing. That's a fail.
Get back.
Saipan murders him. Do that so we can catch the remaining bombs. He drops a fighter, but that's okay. We drop with 3? No, we drop with 2. Drop with 2. Terrible damage. Daka daka. Please stop pushing.
Back.
Don't be that guy.
Fighter airborne.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Well, good news is, Amagi is turning. The Alabama's trying to fucking ram, you serious? Muggy murders him. Muggy's looking at the New Mexico though. Daka Daka. He lived. That's what's important. Maybe this logjam finally breaks now. Still have some rockets. We can work on the Amagi with that. Please don't suck. Thank you.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Did I play CV before the rework? Very, very briefly. With like a tier 4 CV, it was nothing special. Might lose these 2 battleships.
Breakthrough to the base.
When we lose these 2 battleships, we just end up tying. Wow. I guess I have to work on... Yeah, Saipan probably kills the Colorado, and then we just tie. 3 minutes remaining. New Mexico might die, though. 5,000 in a fire. Put the fire out. Strike him 2, maybe 3 more, 2 times? 2 more times? Oh. Oh, fucking come on! It's the fire sticks. No, this is just some bullshit here, but he's doesn't have any assistance. Too low. I think we can Citadel that. Have to step on the cap. We could probably get there in 2 minutes. Red CV's all games church you for your R. Love you too. If we step on the cap, we don't have to get the kill, but if we do get the kill, that'd be great because our New Mexico is extremely low. Then again, the Saipan could try to farm us. Could certainly happen. Stop at the edge of the cap. Maybe we can pull him over to Fighter the Bayern. If we get lucky with bombs, we might kill him here. Please do something. Good.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Need to use fighters. Fighters, Daka Daka. At this point, it's not about the kill, it's about living.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Fighter airborne.
So even if he kills our battleship bro, because we are cock blocking the point gain, we should still be able to win. He's not going to deal 36,000 damage to us in the Saipan in the course of a minute. Outside of like two double torp dropping us, which is not going to happen with a fighter.
Fighter airborne.
So CV's over here somewhere, so we can just extra special cock block from that angle. But since it's only a minute remaining, we can double extra special cock block. Although theoretically, he doesn't have the time to come around from that angle, so yep.
Fighter airborne.
Well, yeah, so I'll say something needs to happen. It doesn't always happen.